Welcome back one and all to Trails to Azure. I'm the TheDarkSeraph. Last time, we stopped a fraudster, but he did manage to escape, unfortunately. Medal of Luster. Increases speed. Well, let's go to the airport and work for the Capuas. I really wish I would have got to apprehend that fraudster. Are you with the Capua Delivery Service? Yeah, I am. Who are you guys? We're with the Crossbell Special Support Section. We came to speak with you about the support request. Oh, so it's you. Thanks a bunch. I'm in a real bind here. The job's going to take a while to complete, though. Are you ready to start now? Let's do it! Our company delivers parcels to places all over the continent, but unfortunately we made an error while here in Crossbell. Several packages were listed with incorrect addresses by our staff and sent to the wrong locations. Well, that does sound like a problem. How does such a simple mistake happen to multiple packages at once? Well, our president's a little bit of a scatterbrain, to put it nicely. This isn't the first time something like this has happened, either. One time he even mixed up a shipping label with a letter from a friend. That's a reference to Sky the Third. Wow, it doesn't sound like your president's the most meticulous person in the world. I won't deny it, but he's a good man. When we had nowhere to look, he took us in with open arms. Off topic there. Long story short, I need you to help straighten out all the packages that ended up in the wrong place. We usually have a local shipping company handle the cargo once it gets to Crossbell State, so I have no idea where I was going. Simple enough. Do you happen to have a bead on where all those errant deliveries are? According to what I have, a parcel intended for St. Ursula Hospital ended up at the Mains Inn. What St. Ursula received instead was originally bound for a private home in the residential district. Okay, so Ursula, Mains, residential. Let's start by going to the... Yeah, we're gonna go to the Mains mining village first. I wonder if I can see the cat. I wonder if I can see the bobcat in the airport field. It was there last time. Yep, there's the bobcat. Wonder if I get to see Josette here at the inn. Oh, just the mixed up packages. It's a good thing we made it in time. These are the Liberalian drinking glasses I ordered. I'm positive this package is ours. Makes sense that a tavern would want fancy drinking glasses. Now we go to St. Ursula. About that, Sarah, there's something we need to ask you about. It concerns one of our requests. Our nurse admin Martha was raking her brain over it. She thought maybe a nurse made a mistake with the purchase order. A mistake, you say? It happens. One of our clumsier nurses has done something to that effect in the past. Multiple times, in fact. Did she know? So, does that mean the package is currently at the nurse's station? It should be. Okay. Well, I wanted to visit Shizuku while I was here anyway. Honestly, you should be old enough to know better than this. Why is it that you can't even place a simple order without making these mistakes? No. There's got to be some other explanation. Just guess Mifa. Mifa. Now I say Mifa. She even watched me put the order in together. I mean, sure, it took me 20 tries before I got the numbers right, though we did it eventually. The things Mifa has to put up with. You're lucky she's so fond of you. Excuse us, did something happen? Hello, SSS. Dingleberry here is tasked with placing an order for medical supplies, but we've run into a problem of sorts. The package that arrives did not have any supplies. Instead, it had some sort of worn-out doll inside. Goddess knows why. Mind you, this isn't one of her first offenses either. Earlier this year, she botched an order of bed sheets too. Oh, come on! Why don't you believe me? I'm telling you, I know I got it right. Lloyd, are you thinking the same I am? No doubt in my mind. What are you two referring to? Well, we might know a thing or two about what happened. A missed delivery, so the package we received was never meant for us. That's right, we're currently in the middle of sorting it out. Would this be the package you were expecting? It appears so. These are the medical tools I placed an order for. Thank you for coming all this way to deliver them, SSS. I suppose I owe you an apology. I hope you can forgive me. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions like that. It's all water under the bridge now, as long as you're not still mad at me. Oh, I almost forgot. They should have put it somewhere in here. There it is. My new Kagamaru strap. Since we're already placing an order, I figured I might as well add this to the package too. Isn't it just adorable? Perhaps we're going to have another talk after all. Sorry to interrupt, but if you wouldn't mind, could we take the package you received by mistake? We'll make sure it gets to the right person. Just a moment. A small trunk to a private address in the administrative district. Yep. But this address... Oh, Representative Campbell. That's interesting. Well, before we go do that, I want to go visit Shizuku. The kid got to go home. Storage room. Hi, Cecil. Good morning. Oh my god, her eyes! It worked! Good morning, SSS. Well, hello there, Lloyd. What brings you all here? Did you want to pay Shizuku a visit? Yes, we did. We're not interrupting, though, are we? Not at all. I just came to tell that Michael sent her a letter from Lamont State. I was going to ask if she wanted me to read it. Did you say Michael? Isn't that that boy Dr. Silent operated on? Yes, he was also staying on this floor, so the two of us became good friends. We promised to exchange letters with one another when he left the hospital. From regular pals to pen pals. It's not uncommon for St. Ursula to receive letters from former patients. Sadly, it isn't finding the time to respond, what with the sheer volume of workloads. Still, it's nice to hear from them, knowing that someone I cared for is leading a happy, healthy life that never fails to give me a boost of energy. That sounds like you, Cecil. I bet you put a lot of love and care into every reply you make. Perhaps I should begin writing letters to Martha as well. I'm sure she'd like that. She was so happy after seeing you for the first time in years. It's never too late. You're always welcome to give it a shot. I will consider it once our work slows down. Like her eyes are actually open now. Like, this is her post-surgery, so it definitely seems like her eyes are recovering. That makes me inexplicably happy. It makes me very, very happy that she's getting her sight back, even though it's not real, it's a fucking video game, but it makes me happy! Can I get that food now? I guess not. I'll have to do it on the next runabout. I guess I'm just a big old softy. I love it when a story gets a happy ending. Oh, it's this one. This is the address. You're right, bud. The place doesn't feel lived in, if you know what I mean. Did someone mess up? Maybe the sender wrote down the wrong address. Even if they did, delivery slip doesn't actually list a recipient, only a destination. Either way, we're going to find anything out. Wait, if it's a doll, it might be... It's open? It was a little ajar, so I thought it might be. I guess so. If Tio knows something. So if it's a doll, it might be Maribel. Anyone home? What did I tell you? No one lives here. But this is definitely the address. The front entrance wasn't locked either. A girl's voice. Hello. A little blonde girl? Excuse us, little girl. Are you the only one home? We're here to deliver a package and... Oh, you mean she's finally here? Don't just stand there. Come in. This is getting creepy and possibly somewhat sad. The kid was so excited she didn't even let you finish. If there really was a little girl living here, I'm sure I would have heard of it. Why do I get the feeling something sad's gonna happen? Well, here's your package you ordered, I think. Yay, she's finally come home. Upsy daisy, looks just like her. Think it's one of those famous antiques from the Rosenberg studio? I don't think so. It doesn't look very expensive to me. So this doll, did it used to be one of yours, maybe? She's not an it. She's my beloved little sister. Isn't she just adorable? Is she now? Well, thank goodness we were able to reunite the two of you. Thank you, everyone. If you don't mind, I'm going to take her back to our bedroom. Am I the only one who feels completely lost about this? It doesn't seem like anyone else is home either. No parents or anything. What's wrong, Tio? Nothing. It's only my imagination, I think. Hey! Who's in here? Her parents don't seem to be home, so maybe we should answer for her. Is that the old... Is that... What's her fucking name? Imelda, yeah. Well, if it isn't the SSS, then what are you doing in a place like this? Police business. What brings you here out of the way from your antique shop? Police business? What the devil for? The house has been completely abandoned for over 10 years. For what I'm doing here, I've been using this old building as a warehouse for my merchandise for some time now. What's the matter? You look as though you saw a ghost. Alright, what's the big idea? Even if Imelda's telling the truth about using this space for storage, how do we explain the creepy little girl we just handed a doll to? Good question. We can always ask her ourselves. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. There has to be. I'm pretty sure she went into that back door past the living room. What? Are your ears screwed on right? I just told you no one lives here. Ghost girl! Wonderful! Where'd the girl go? You think she's hiding? Lloyd, look at those. Dolls, I recognize one we just delivered, but the other one, it looks just like the girl we spoke to. I think a lot of you owe me an explanation here, wouldn't you say? Now spill it. Or would you rather arrest yourselves for trespassing? I don't think that's how it works, but I'll try to explain. I see. Turns out what she What he said had a grain of truth in it after all. What are you talking about? I purchased one of those dolls a while back while traveling abroad, many, many years ago. They said to have been crafted to resemble the daughters of a noble family from a long time ago. They were a set of twins whose two dolls were made. Unfortunately, I was only able to get my hands on one of them. There's nothing wrong with the doll per se, but strangely, I can never convince anyone to even consider buying it. What does that last part have to do with anything? For a detective, you're astonishingly dim. The point is, you were able to deliver a second doll, whereupon you came across a mysterious girl who resembles the first. What I'm saying is, perhaps the doll came to life and summoned her twin to her, no? That's ridiculous. Lloyd, you fought a man who turned himself into a demon. You have fought actual demons. You're really going to draw the line at living dolls. Just going to put that on a limb here. It's not that much of a stretch. A certain man has always insisted to me that every doll has its own destiny. Perhaps this old fogey was onto something this whole time. Every doll has its own destiny. Sorry, but that still sounds absurd to me. Are you telling us that the girl we spoke to was the ghost of this doll? I refuse to believe it. The veracity of the claim aside, there is no substantial correlation of spiritual energy in this building. I can sense the presence of 3 higher elements, too, the way I could at the Moon Temple and Stargazer Tower. In other words, what we witnessed may have been a spiritual phenomenon of sports. Spiritual phenomenon? That would explain the hair standing on the back of my neck. Man, this would be a hell of a lot easier if we were all just hallucinating. But if Teotot says there's something to it, I'm not going to tell her otherwise. You're kidding, right? I don't want to believe any of this. Yeah, but it's fun to watch you all shiver and tremble yourselves silly. At the end of the day, whether or not you put any stock into the blatherings of that reclusive doll fanatic is up to you. But one thing is for certain, and that is, now that those sisters are reunited, they can finally find a proper home. By which I mean a prospective buyer. And that's good news for the bottom line. Of course. It's always about money with you, you old bag. Anyway, that wraps up this request, I think. I hope. Let's get back to the Capua delivery service employee. The sooner, the better. That was creepy. But kind of touching in a way. Looks like you managed to get all the packages where they needed to go. You guys are lifesavers. Thanks. No problem. So, not that it's any of my business, but is she okay? Her face is kind of pale. Couldn't have been. We didn't talk to her, did we? I guess she's still a little bit haunted by the experience. I don't blame her. Give her some time, she'll be fine. Don't worry too much about it. If you say so, it'd best be going now. Package Pandemonium. Oh, poor Ellie. Let's go report that quest. Then I might be able to buy a few more. Up, that's the geofront. This is the SSS building. The Scalar Rod. That is better than what she's using. Not right now. Over Smasher is better than what Randy's using. Not right now. I can only get... Actually, I might be able to get one after this, so we're going to go with the Screwdriver since Wazzy is in the party right now. Might be able to come back to get Noelle that Tomcat. to go back and sell the older weapons. Anything not equipped I can sell. I should be able to buy that. Still don't have enough. What if I exchange? No, I don't want to hold. I want to hold off on the exchange because let's go see if I can upgrade any more slots. But that is my main priority. Take a look at people's ordnance real quick. I would like to further increase... Actually, I think I can make a defense too. Yes. I would like to make a shield breaker. Hold on, let's... You already have a defense too, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good, but... I would like to put Septium Vein or something on there of that nature. Do I have an action level 2? I have an impede level 2. Give that to you. Speed breaker. That may not be so bad on you. Do I have a mind? Yeah, I have a mind too. Let's give that to you. And the EP too. Okay. Give the HP too, just to give yourself a bit more bulk. Space. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the EP cut for you. Increasing accuracy on you wouldn't be a bad thing. Sure, let's... Oh, that's stuck to fire. Do I have an attack level 2 out of curiosity? No, I do not. Can I make one? Yes. I know this isn't particularly interesting. Having increased movement is probably better. Said I would like another earth quartz to go on there, but it's one of those things that's just going to take some time. Like maybe get a do I have a shield breaker quartz out of curiosity? Probably on Noel. Yeah. If I get another one, I'll put that on Lloyd. But overall, package Pandemonium wrapped up like that's probably a good place to end this one. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails to Azure. As I go off and do for God's sake, as I go off to do another one, which is a theme park trouble, because apparently Michi's gone missing. I'll go do that next time. I'll meet you in the Harbor District. But until then, I'm the Dark Seraph signing off. Goodbye.